Well, hi there. This is Tommy Wolf, and I have an amazing woman that I would like to introduce to you today. Her name is Carla, and is it Giza or Geyser? Sorry, Carla, I should have asked you.
Geyser.
Geyser, all right.
Yeah.
Geyser, I'm glad I asked.
Good old South African.
Because I'm actually from the same country she is. She actually, Carla's in South Africa today, and I want you to meet her because she's extraordinary in every way, but she's done something that probably most of you dream about. She pretty much stopped her normal corporate career and life to go and do something that makes a massive difference for the world. And I think we probably all dream of that, right? I don't know how many people actually do it, but Carla is actually somebody who's done it and is doing it. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Carla is actually the founder and owner of Blue Sky Society Trust. And she is about to start an all-woman expedition around Africa to go and do some incredible things for the amazing wildlife that you've all seen on the epic movies and videos about Africa's rhinos and elephants and pangolins and things you've probably never even heard of, the incredible African wildlife. So Carla, thank you for agreeing to talk with me today. I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much, Tommy.
So Carla, first of all, what is the problem that you guys are trying to solve with this all-woman expedition around Africa?
Well, I don't know if a lot of your listeners know, but at the moment we're currently losing 2 rangers, 3 rhino, 98 elephant, and countless pangolin on a daily basis because of poaching.
And 98 elephant a day.
Yeah. Yeah, so it works down to about 1 elephant every 15 to 20 minutes. And these stats are shocking and devastating. And I just decided that I couldn't sit around and do nothing about it. So I came up with the idea of doing these all-female expeditions. So on the 16th of September, I'm leaving from Johannesburg, and the expedition is called the Rise of the Matriarch. And we'll be driving 9,000 kilometers over 50 days through 4 countries. The 4 countries are South Africa, Zimbabwe, Botswana, and Namibia. We'll be going to go and interact and visit incredible organizations along the way that have dedicated their lives towards conserving and protecting our wildlife. There's a huge educational drive. We'll be handing out over 30,000 educational booklets to children in rural communities that are adjacent to these wildlife areas, because we need to get into the hearts and minds of the future generation and teach them why it's important to look after our wildlife and to protect it. There's a women empowerment drive. We're trying to bring in a little thing called a Sunbox Cinema, which is like a mini projector, whereby we want to showcase and go into these communities and show them, like I was saying to you, often these incredible production houses come in and they film the beautiful areas, all the wildlife in these communities, and then they take them back and they show them on like Netflix or in South Africa, DSTV or National Geographic, and the people on the ground that are dealing with these day-to-day problems, this human-wildlife coexistence and conflict, they don't get to see these movies. And I'm trying to work with...
But Carla, tell them why they don't get to see the movies, because they live in little tiny African rural villages and they don't have power or movie houses. Or, so they
so they don't.
Seen the incredible...
They don't have electricity. They don't have, so they don't have access to electricity often. So they don't get, a lot of them have never seen TVs or movies. So basically it's quite a novel concept to take these movies to them. And this little projector works off a solar panel, and we plug in like a documentary or something to do with conservation, and we can take it to these communities, and the whole entire community can get together and they can watch and experience these incredible movies and hopefully reconnect them with nature.
So you've got this thing, some of them are going to see wildlife movies for the first time in their life, even though they live in the middle of the wildlife and they're dealing with these problems on a daily basis, and that's who can really conserve the wildlife, right?
Yes.
So and I know you're giving out some 30,000 educational documents, and you're working with children, right? Why have you chosen children?
Children, as I say, they are the future generation, and we need to get into their hearts and minds. And if you get kids at an early age and you can educate them, I mean, 90% of our problems for everything, for pollution, for poaching, for everything, like so many of our problems all boils down to education. So we've designed the most beautiful little interactive booklet. It's got beautiful games and facts and figures about wildlife, about lions and pangolin. And so it's an educational booklet, but it's also got fun games so that the kids can learn about wildlife while having a bit of fun.
That's absolutely good for you, girl. That's so impressive. Thank you for doing this for the world. And, you know, something I always think is important to realize is what happens if nobody does anything here? What are the consequences of not actually going and working with the remote African villages and educating them on the need to conserve
wildlife? Yeah. Well, Tommy, at the end of the day, if we don't protect this wildlife and if we don't do something about it, our elephant, our lion, our pangolin, our rhinos, they'll all go extinct.
Haven't we just lost an extinct right now on our watch in this decade?
Yeah, we have. We lost Sudan in 2016 on my first all-female expedition. We had the privilege of meeting Sudan, and there wasn't a dry eye in the crew. We were absolutely honored, but completely devastated in the human species that we allowed this to happen to him on our watch.
So Sudan was the last northern
male, the last male northern white rhino. And you know, it was just also a reality check that this is what could happen to our other animals if we don't take action. I mean, we are the ones that have created these problems, and we are the ones that need to come up with the solutions. We've still got so much out there that's worth fighting for, and this is what I'm appealing to people, is to just start caring and reconnect again.
Yeah. Carla, this is so important. I'm sure that I'm not the only one who really wants to help. So how can people help? I know you've got your expedition coming up in about a month, but what are the options for people who want your help?
Tommy, there's so many ways people can help. If they're in a financial position, any donation is appreciated. If it's $5 or $50 or $100 or whatever you can afford, it really goes a long way. Every single cent does help. It's a fundraising expedition, so the crew all pay for their own logistics, but there are extra expenses. But we offer raising funds for 4 different beneficiaries, wildlife organizations that I've chosen. So if people can donate, that would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, if they can just follow our story and just share the news. I mean,
socialize on social media.
100%.
Get the word out. This amazing project this all-women expedition that's going through Africa, which is really exciting. Yes. So at a minimum, guys, you know, share the story if this touches you. If you can contribute, please do. I'm going to share Carla's Indiegogo link. She's got a fundraising link, and she's actually got, you know, at fairly low level, she's got some cute little things she's giving out. I love your wild and horny t-shirts. I think they're to die for. So,
they're cute. I'll have to send you one.
They are. They get
a lot of attention. They're fun because you know, life these days is so serious, and you wake up in the morning and you get hit from so many angles, you know, financial pressures, relationship pressures, and even on expedition. I mean, it's an emotional roller coaster, and
I'm sure
you've just got to remember to have a bit of fun as well. So that's why.
What does the shirt say? Born wild and
horny in Africa. Yeah.
That's so cute. And guys, the other thing you can do is, if you are one of these incredible adventurous women, Carla has a very limited number of slots where you can go and join her for 2 weeks and go and see for yourself what's happening. I guarantee it'll be a very eye-opening, life-changing, very exciting time in your life. So I will give you links where you can reach Carla and help. But Carla, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
Incredibly inspiring. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for what you're doing. And I wish you every success with this expedition. I hope it's absolutely spectacular.
Thank you so much, Tommy, and we really appreciate your support.